Hi, everybody. Regina Roberti, founder of Life Transformation Solutions, certified holistic health coach and sleep specialist. And today is the final video of 4 videos on sleep deprivation or poor sleep quality, having the type of impacts that it does on mental health. In video 1, I talked about cognitive functioning and how lack of sleep can affect that process. In video number 2, we talked about emotional regulation and reduced emotional resilience. In video number 3, we discussed risks of mental health disorders and low quality of life. And in this one, we will be discussing the social aspects of sleep deprivation and the inability to respond to stress. And so impaired stress response is a disruption of the body's stress response system, so your sympathetic nervous system, leading to an increased release of stress hormones like cortisol. This can result in heightened stress levels, decreased resilience, as mentioned before, and difficulty coping with stressful situations. And so you are not able to manage your triggers as efficiently. You're not able to be logical in the way that you respond to things. Your heightened stress levels over long periods of time can lead you to low serotonin levels, which are the feel-good hormones, and increased cortisol, which is created by your adrenal glands, which can releases or tamping down of. And I have a video out that discusses what is happening with my hormones, or with your hormones, I think is what it's called, on my YouTube channel at Life Transformation Solutions is where you can find it. But when all of this is going on internally, all of your systems are affected negatively, and it creates an inability to cope with stress at all, which means lashing out at people around you, or turning inward and shrinking into yourself, where you won't let yourself be seen or experience the outside world. It can create poor relationships. It can lead you down a path of creating negative neural links in your brain, pathways that keep you in the state long term, which can really affect your quality of life and your quality relationships. Impaired social interactions, meaning that sleep deprivation can negatively affect social interactions and relationships with anybody and everyone that you come in contact to. And it can lead to social withdrawal, which is what I was just kind of mentioning, decreased empathy, so the inability to empathize with people, reduced ability to interpret social cues accurately, meaning, somebody says something and you might react as like it was a trigger. So you might react aggressively, or you might take it personally, and it might hurt your feelings. And so, when something wasn't meant a certain way, but your sympathetic nervous system, your fight or flight is already in high drive, you're not going to be able to interpret social cues or even body language effectively enough to have these really good social interactions, and you may feel disconnected from people around you, and you may feel like they don't understand you. If somebody's going through a rough time, you might have some apathy towards that. You're like, oh, well, I'm going through a hard time. I'm dealing with all of this sleep problems. I can't sleep and it's affecting everything. But, people are humans, and everybody seems to have something going on. And so if you can only see what's going on with you and you can't empathize with other people, that can create a big disconnection between you and people as well. Social withdrawal, staying in your house, not going out. It could affect you going to work, where instead of going to work, you call out, and that could create problems with keeping jobs. And it strains your relationships and contributes to your feelings of isolation, which are already in place because you already feel like nobody understands what you're going through. And so this is really important because all of these things, all of these issues impact your mental health in some way, shape, or form. And these things are not really part of a discussion, a greater discussion that people need to be having around how not sleeping affects your life. And so while it is important to prioritize good sleep hygiene, for me in the work that I do, addressing underlying sleep issues to promote optimal mental health is the most important thing that I think is missing in a lot of conversations with your doctors or your psychologists or your psychiatrists. You know, we can advocate for healthy sleep habits all we want, but if we're not addressing those underlying issues that are causing the lack of sleep, the inability to fall asleep or stay asleep, or both, then we can't improve your overall well-being and mental health, because those are the key issues, the core issues, the beliefs, the root causes, the conclusions that are keeping you awake at night. And I see this all the time with my clients. And so if any of this information resonates with you, you can find my Calendly link on my website, lifetransformationsolutions.com. It is on 3 or 4 different pages: the welcome page, the work with me page. It's on there on the recommended products page, which the products on my website are companies that I use personally. They significantly helped me when I was dealing with depression, postpartum, and anxiety. And I will advocate for those products till my last breath on this planet. They are cellular activators. They help with oxidative stress. They help with stem cell healing. They help with so many different things. I have seen so many benefits. People I know have seen so many benefits, and sleep quality is one of those things. The companies are doing amazing things with advanced technology, patented, studied technology, studied herbs, studied phototherapy, third-party peer-reviewed. Like, the stuff is unreal. It's like anything you'll see on the market. And so if you think that that is one of the avenues of help that you're looking for, go ahead and check that out, lifetransformationsolutions.com. If you like these videos, like, comment, share with people you know that are dealing with issues. And I'd like to be able to talk to you and see how we can help you move past this challenge in your life, no matter how long it's been going on. It's time to smash and crash these poor habits of sleep so that you can have a good quality of life. You can have good overall mental health and physical health and emotional resilience. So take care of yourself. Be well.